Okay friends, this afternoon we are going to start pulling this bed apart. It smells really good. This is lavender right here. This is one of the many beds that we need to empty for the rat abatement that is going to happen. And actually you might be able to see there's a box right here with a trap in it. Okay, so we need to take, oh, what are you? There's a caterpillar on here. I'm not sure what type it is. See if I can identify it. Because if it's a good guy, I'll leave it. If it's a bad guy, I'm going to pull it off. So I'm just using Google Lens. It has identified it as a purple caterpillar, which, yep, that's exactly what it looks like. On purple flowering sage, that doesn't really tell me anything. Clearly, purple caterpillar is not the name. Looks like it might be an owlet moth. Sorry, just trying to figure this out because, like I said, if it's a good guy, I want to leave it. Okay, so bad news. This guy is a tobacco budworm. Tobacco budworm. They are more prominent in the East, but we do have them here in California. It is a bad guy. They do, wow, it's really gripping on there. They do a lot of harm to lots of plants. So this guy's meeting his demise. Definitely not a good guy. So if I see any more of those, they're going away too. Okay, so the plan here, I don't have to do anything major, but I do want to save these lavender. They're beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and shear them back. I need to go grab my clippers. Then we're going to dig them up and we're actually going to plant them in the front garden, the vegetable garden, today. So I've got my trug here. Once we dig them up, dig up the root balls, we'll just take them out there and plant them. There's other things in here like lantana and stuff that I don't think I'm going to bother saving. I also have yarrow in here, but it's been struggling hard and mightily for a long time. Again, I think most of this stuff I'm just going to pull out. I think one of the reasons a lot of these things have struggled is that the rats eat the majority of the leaves on them, and then they don't have enough left to photosynthesize and survive. So let me go grab my clippers. We'll shear this back, and then we will take these out and transplant them in the front garden. While we're out there doing that, I think I want to give Buffy a chance to walk around in the garden, hopefully walk around. I need her to start getting movement, and I'm hoping if I put her in the garden, there's nothing really there for her to damage, that she'll start to chicken it a little bit so that she'll start acting more normal. Okay, let me get my clippers and we'll dig these guys out and then pull out the rest of this stuff so that it's a nice empty clean bed for when these guys come to do this work next week. Okay, so I've put these 4 lavender here. They'll do just fine. I didn't even bother watering them in because the soil is pretty damp. We just had rain the other day. So these guys should settle in just fine, especially since I took off most of their top growth. And Buffy, I mean, she's definitely not ready to go back in with the flock because she can't walk very well, and they will pick on her and really hurt her, and she'll be back to where she started. But I think this is good for her. She is very much enjoying being a chicken. She's not scratching in the dirt. I don't think she has the balance to do that right now. But she is, whenever I scratch in front of her, she is eating worms and things like that. She's picking through all the wood chips and getting the wood lice and stuff. So, I mean, that's all good for her. She's molting right now, which is why she looks not so great. But so she needs a lot of protein and calcium right now to help with those feathers. Most of her neck feathers are in, but they still have the sheaths on them. Once those sheaths come off, then she'll look nice and full around the neck again. One thing I was heartened to see is when she walked up to the run, all the chickens were there because they knew immediately when I came out here there was another chicken. Remember, they've been away from each other for a couple of weeks, so they don't recognize each other anymore. I mean, they might, but now they are going to have to battle for who's on top again. She is not ready for that, but I was very heartened to see that she walked right up to the run and she got all puffed up. She put on an aggressive stance. That's great coming from a chicken that was bullied. So the other chickens actually did engage in a little bit of battle. Nobody drew blood or anything, but you can see they definitely are like, ooh, somebody else we're going to have to reassert. But they look huge. A lot of them look huge compared to her right now. She is still dramatically underweight, so not ready to go back in. But I think what I'm going to try to do on every day that it's not raining is bring her out here to the garden and sit with her for like a half an hour every day. Let her dig in the dirt. Let her be near the other chickens. And they're through this chicken wire and welded wire. There's no way they can get to each other. But it's good for her. She needs this. She needs the socialization. She needs to feel like she's not all by herself. And they're all talking to each other. They're all cooing and talking to each other. It's very interesting. So until she can walk normal and defend herself and run, basically, it's not going to be safe to introduce her back to the flock. And I don't know, honestly, guys, I don't know if that day will ever come. Oh, I haven't heard her make that noise in a while. I don't know that this is going to be reversible. Apparently with vitamin deficiencies is if they go too long, it might cause permanent paralysis, or in her case, partial paralysis where like she can walk, but not well. I don't know. I'm hopeful. I'm still going to keep giving her vitamins and lots of protein and things like that, but I just don't know, you guys. Now, again, she's molting, and that takes a lot out of a bird. So once she's all fully feathered again, maybe we'll see some improvement. I just don't know. So anyway, a chicken can't live solitary in a tiny cage all by itself. It's unfair. It's wrong. I'm doing it for her safety at this point, and for her health. Because she definitely would not survive in here. They would either kill her as soon as she got in there because they know she's weak, or they would do things like keep her out of the coop at night, not let her go in at night. And I don't even know if she could navigate the steps to get up. She doesn't have balance either. So yeah, we'll just have to see. But this is heartening, and I think this is very good for her. And I think she's going to be tired after this. There's lots of loud noises she's not used to anymore out here, and but she is enjoying herself. She's not dust bathing or anything. I think that probably would hurt with her feathers coming in, but she is picking and eating earthworms and wood lice and things like that. So I think that's all good. Okay, I'm going to give her a little bit more time out here and sit with her, and then we're going to go back and start cutting back the roses to pot up temporarily while this abatement work is being done. Okay, so we've got all the roses cut back to very short. In fact, the remaining canes are huge. That big around. So I'm gonna need 8 pots for 4 roses and 4 hydrangeas. I think I have that many large pots because these guys are gonna go in soil for a while. I don't know how long before we can replant. Now the roses are not gonna go back here. I'm gonna clean this post, take off all the things that attach to it, paint it, get this back to normal. It's a fire hazard, so we're not supposed to have anything growing up the side of the house. So, and I honestly think they would do better on a flat trellis. It would be way easier for me to maintain them than trying to twist them up. That's hard. So I think we're going to relocate them to another part of the garden and train them up a flat trellis, and they'll be a nice hedge for us, a shield. So that's where those are going to go. The hydrangeas will probably go back here once we get the abatement done, and I might add a few more. It'd be nice to have a row of hydrangeas here that I can cut on. And they did pretty well here this year, so maybe I'll get a few more established ones and put them along here. They'll be at least a foot away from the patio and get cut back in the very early spring. I had to cut them back today. This is not the right time of year to be doing that. Hopefully they won't put on any more growth. They shouldn't, but it's really better for me to wait until spring so that they can start putting on new growth and not worry about frost. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Tomorrow, I need to pick up some bagged soil. Then we'll be digging up all these root balls and getting them potted up. And I think at that point we'll be pretty well set. Might still need to remove a few plants in some places, but it's also the kind of thing where if they trample on those, I'm not too concerned because some of that stuff is annuals. I can just replant those sections. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. So it was a productive day, but I'm still not at 100%. So hopefully we can get a little bit more done tomorrow and we'll be all set for this project next week. So thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful time in your garden, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.